Hello friends and welcome to the channel! I'm Handington and today we are playing Kaizo Mystery Dungeon. Now, as per the usual explanation on episode 1, the Mystery Dungeon remakes of Pokémon Red and Blue Rescue Team recently came out, and I forgot that they were coming out, so it just happened quickly, and I remembered, that's right, I wanted to play, this ROM hack. Now, what this ROM hack does is that, it's for the original game, so I'm not playing the remakes. Support the remakes, have fun with them. In terms of my feelings towards, doing some sort of emulation or something, I don't really want to play the original version of a game on an emulator unless it's a ROM hack, because this way it changes up the experience and does something different than the original way that it's supposed to be played. So rather than just playing the game, I want to play a version of it that somebody else has been able to create and turn into something different. I never played this version of it before. I've only ever played Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Darkness. I have an idea of what we're gonna be doing going into this. Red Rescue Team is special because Red and Blue Rescue Team were released on 2 different consoles. It's like the only Pokémon game where the 2 different versions of the game are on 2 different systems. So if you have a Game Boy Advance, you can play Red Rescue Team, and if you have a DS, you can play Blue Rescue Team. And it's essentially the same game, but you have 2 different screens for the DS version. Now, I kind of wanted to do the Game Boy Advance version, plus it's a lot easier to find ROM hacks of, you know, the Game Boy Advance games, so I decided, hey, you know what? I want to play a ROM hack of a Mystery Dungeon game. And unfortunately, most of them don't exist, because these games are very difficult to do a ROM hack of. I had originally downloaded something that was called, like, Legend of the Psychics, or something like that, and I heard that after the first dungeon, the game crashes, which is true. So I was not able to do that ROM hack of it. So I actually know what the intro to this game is. I also have tested out this version to make sure that it didn't crash, so I know a little bit about what we're going to be doing going in, but I don't know the rest of the story going forward. So, I don't know how the remakes are. I don't even know how much of this is changed exactly, but the primary change that makes this different from any other Mystery Dungeon, and makes this a unique experience, is that it is brutally hard. This is a Kaizo hack, and Kaizo is essentially used in the community to mean very, very, very difficult hack that somebody makes. Or an official thing if it's Mario Maker. But the point stands. This is Mystery Dungeon taken to a painfully hard level. Now, when I was younger, I was bad at Mystery Dungeon, so playing this is sort of like how I would play it back then. Everything is insanely harder. You will see. I am, like, the only way to actually get through this that I found, because I had actually, to get past the first dungeon and going through the second dungeon a little bit, the only way that I have found to get through it, if we're gonna have a chance, is to use save states. Now, because, like, from what I have heard, people trying to get through this game on their own without save states just give up after a little while, and they just say that this game is so hard and so unenjoyable and so not fun after a certain point that it's just not worth trying to go forward. So, if we're gonna have a shot, I am gonna be using save states. So I hope that you guys don't mind that too much, but that's what we're gonna be doing, because that's pretty much the only way to get through this, and it's gonna be part of the adventure. It's gonna be fun. It took me like 2 hours to get through the first dungeon before I remembered save states. This is painfully hard. So, we're gonna have a crack at it. We're gonna give it our best shot. New game! Welcome. And now, to save. Yep, this is the first slot that I had tested out, whatever the thing was. So we're gonna save over it. There we go. Perfect. Now you guys all know when I recorded this. Alright. Welcome. This is the portal that leads to the world of Pokémon. Pokémon. That's actually how you're supposed to pronounce it. This is supposed to be an E like in resume. I'll still say Pokemon because that's what I do. But for the record, it's Pokémon. But before I can let you through, I have several questions for you. It's a rhyme. It's rhyme time. I want you to join the Navy to answer some questions sincerely. Are you ready? Aye, aye, Captain. I can't hear you. Aye, aye, Captain. Okay. Let the interview begin. Ooh. I'm going to save here. There we go. We'll see who we get. The last time I attempted this, I got Squirtle, and I wanted Squirtle. I am very happy with having gotten Squirtle before. So we're gonna see what we end up getting in this run. Grab any digit on your left hand with your right hand. Of all of the questions to ask Handington, this is perfect. I love this. It's like fate. Sort of. We'll see. Well, yeah, this is fate. And I'm saving it here, so if we try to redo this, like, we're gonna get this question again. So, look at how pretty this is. I've always loved this for the questionnaire thing. Now, in my experience with Pokemon Explorers of Darkness, there was some weird thing that happened where every time I tried to end the quiz, there was a part where it's like you had to touch the screen, and then it would, like, sense your aura, and then you'd figure out what was happening, or, like, it would generate whatever the thing was, and for some reason, I was never able to get it to work. Every single time I tried to get that quiz to finish, it wouldn't finish, and I wasn't able to play the game for, like, months. Every time I would try, I'd do the quiz over and over and over again, until I ended up, one day, when I was sick and I was about to go to the doctor, I just decided, alright, let me try the quiz again, to try and get it to work. And then all of a sudden, it finally worked. Like, I don't know what was up. I'm pretty sure it was something with, like, the cartridge being weird. Because to my memory, I didn't do anything different that time that I didn't do other times, except it just finally loaded the screen where it said, you are this, and I got a Torchic. I was hoping to get a Pikachu, as my character, but I ended up getting a Torchic, and I decided, you know what? I may never have this happen again. Who knows when this game will work again? So, I'm taking it. So I ended up being a Torchic, and I chose Pikachu as my partner. And if we don't get Pikachu in this, I may end up choosing Pikachu as my partner, just because I love Pikachu. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Alright, and grab any digit with my left hand, on my left hand with my right hand. Got it? Now I have to let go in order to press the button. Which digit did you grab? Index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger, instead of pinky finger. Huh. Well, that's adorable. I actually grabbed my index finger, so we'll do that. Your friend fails to show up for a meeting at the promised time. What do you do? Let's see. Show up for a meeting at the promised time. Well, what I do for a while is wait patiently, and then I call them and I continue to try and contact them, because I would have tried before, and then see how things are going, and if they canceled on me and are just like, oh man, no, didn't make it, kind of depends on the reason. Usually it's justifiable. There are definitely a couple of points where somebody is just like, oh yeah man, I just didn't feel like going all of a sudden, and it's like, you didn't tell me anything, to which I would become somewhat irritated, but not quite irritated to the extent that I think they're getting at. and I would wait patiently for a while beforehand. I have waited patiently for, like, at least hours before, when waiting for somebody, so wait patiently. That's me. When the going gets tough, you get going? For a second, I thought it was going to say, when the going gets tough, you get? Yes. No. When the going gets tough, you get going. Not really. I mean, it would depend on the tough, because I have been able to get through numerous tough situations. There are definitely times where it's like, no, this is too hard, I'm out. With some games, and if some sort of task is above my capabilities, in real life. So, while sometimes the answer is yes, the answer is no, at least a little bit more than that, if not more than that. So I'm gonna go with no. Do others often call you childish? Yes. Yes, they do. Whether or not they find out, like, more about me depends on them, but usually the initial thing that people think is that I am childish. So, if this is going by what others often call me, yes. There's a person you like. Yes, this is true. There's no opportunity to get close. Actually, good timing in regards to this, I recently met someone over a dating app, and we've been getting along very well, and I am very happy about it. So, however, she's 7 hours away, on the other side of the state. So, we're just gonna have to be long distance, but we're gonna video call. So, oh, like, there's no opportunity to get close, like somebody who's across the room? Well, on more than one occasion, I have bravely declared my love. It has backfired more times than it has succeeded, when I would just be me, or just say, hey, I like you, or something like that, to that extent. And it has blown up in my face. But I keep trying. So the answer is bravely declare my love. You can't let the fear of having it not work out be the thing that stops you forever. You gotta just keep on trying. There we go. On vacation outings, you want to go with others or go alone? I'd go with a couple of others, depending on the situation. I mean, I'm pretty okay with relaxing on my own. If it said go with some, I would choose it. I'll choose go alone. You broke a rotten egg in your room. What will you do? I thought this was gonna be about, like, if you were to tell, like, your parents. I mean, I guess the game doesn't automatically assume you're a kid. Open a window right away. Take a sniff first. I mean, if a rotten egg, because it's specified in your room, so I was thinking that, like, oh, are you gonna get angry, or are you gonna clean it up? My thought was not open a window or take a sniff first. My initial thought was clean it up. I wouldn't initially lean in and then sniff it. 'Cause, like, if it breaks, you're automatically gonna end up smelling it. Just 'cause it'll emanate a scent. In terms of, like, the cleanup option or wait to investigate it, my first thought would be run and get some sort of paper toweling and or like salt to put on, because I have carpet in my room, and we would put down salt if something spilled when I was younger, like when my sister and I would occasionally throw up on the carpet, and it would have to end up getting like salt on it to try and at least my mom would like start to clean it up and then put like salt over it. So that's what I would probably do with the rotten egg. But in terms of cleaning up, if open a window right away is the cleanup option, I'll take it. Are you often late for school or meetings? No. Are you a boy or a girl? Now, something that people had pointed out on Twitter, which was really nice, is that in they rephrased this in the remakes, where it's like, which would you like to play as, boy or girl? Because that takes into account, like, anything else. It's not, are you a boy or a girl? It's, which would you rather play as? Because in terms of the code, there are character differences. Some of the Pokemon have gender differences, whether they're boy or girl. And so they really just have programmed in boy or girl. But they also have the genderless type, where it's like Magnemite. Magnemite is genderless. It just is a thing. And they don't give you that option, but it makes sense because you're going to be playing as a Pokemon that isn't given the genderless type, so you choose boy or girl for the Pokemon. That's more of what they're getting at. For the sake of this, I should use this opportunity to think of what I want to name the characters. You'd think that after 3 months since I had started this up, I would have thought of something? Because last time I had just named the characters Handington and Holly. So that was just the two of us adventuring onwards. Let's see. Not quite sure what kind of naming that I would want to do for my characters. Because in the Nuzlocke that I'm recording, or that I had recorded a while back and still need to finish and haven't gone back to play in over a year, I had named the characters after foods, because I thought that it was kind of cute. You know, I might want to keep that up. Let's play as a girl. Alright, let's see who we get. You appear to be the hasty type. It's not really me. You like to take charge and get things done. I like to take things done. I'll only sometimes take charge. Other times I'm fine with just being in the back. You're a real go-getter. Debatably. But are you also stressed out? Yes. Alright. Yeah, yes. You got that mystery dungeon. You get irritated when your friends don't show up on time. I chose wait patiently. Why did you say it like that, game? I know I just said that, like, if someone blows me off and is, like, a bit of a jerk about it, then I'd be irritated. I did choose the option that, like, I'd wait patiently, right? So wait patiently. That's me. You get frustrated when things don't turn out the way you expect. No, I roll with the punches. Maybe you jab the elevator button if the elevator is slow to arrive. Sometimes, but other times I'll just push the button. I'll wait to see if it glows or not. and then I'll just wait. Maybe you're already jabbing the A button repeatedly right now. If you can hear me tapping, first off, this is incredibly clever. Bravo! Did I mention how fantastic these games are? Or at least the earlier ones are? Bravo to them on that. That is clever. I love that. However, I actually have not been tapping the A button. If you guys couldn't tell by the 20-minute episode, I take my time on things. I haven't even been mashing the A button to get through this right now. Beware, getting easily irritated isn't good for your well-being. No, my father gets very, very easily irritated at literal drops of a pin. If you dropped a pin on the floor, he would be screaming at you. He has done that before. Like, all of the things that are expressions he has done before, at the drop of a hat, at the drop of a dime, he has actually screamed over those exact literal things. I am not kidding. I am quite patient. So this isn't exactly true. But let's see what Pokemon we get. Hasty person like you should be... Skitty? This is the final step. A hasty person like me, eh? I'm not opposed to Skitty. I think Skitty is cute. I would have been okay with getting Skitty had it not been for the fact that you called me a hasty type. Time to reload this. We're redoing this. Take that. Which digit did I grab? I still grabbed the index finger from before, so that's gonna be the same. The rest of these are randomly generated. Okay. Your country's leader is in front of you. How do you speak to him or her? What kind of a question is this? Alright, I'd speak calmly. That's what I do. Oh, great, we get this one again. Wait patiently. It's the summer holidays. Where would I like to go? The beach? Spas. Anywhere. Home? Or out with a friend. I guess that might be what they mean for spas, out to relax. Wouldn't necessarily say the beach. To be honest, I'd be up for a lot of things, so anywhere. You're going bungee jumping for the first time. Okay, that doesn't quite sound like me. Since it's scary, you decide to test the jump with a doll. Okay. And the bungee cord snaps. Will you still try to make a jump? No! If I were to test it and it snaps, I'm like, that's it. That was your one chance at me bungee jumping. No more. That's a hard no. There's a wall on the side of the road. Yay, yay. My answer would be turn it into the police? Because it wouldn't be to try and just steal the wallet, like, is anyone watching? But this is me to the core. Yay yay as an answer is just me. So the answer in real life would be to turn it into the police. The answer in a game would be, oh, a wallet. Can we steal from it? Because I wouldn't do that in real life, and it would just be funny. And I think the answer that's not the shifty answer, also being yay yay, is amazing, so we're going with that. Do I fall asleep without noticing? Sometimes, like in high school when I would be extremely overtired, and I would just fall asleep at some points. Like, I'd be... There were definitely a couple of points where I would end up feeling cozy and then start to drift off. I will stay up, but I will get very sleepy at points, and then just have to push on while being very sleepy. You know what? I'll say yes. Because while it's not quite true, it's a little bit more in the spirit of it, so I'll go yes. I'm tired a bunch of times, like sleepy tired. Are there many things that you would like to do? Yes. Are you a boy or a girl? We'll play as girl. You appear to be the relaxed type. That's much more accurate than the hasty type. Do you occasionally zone out and miss a bus? Not quite. I will occasionally zone out, though. Or do you find yourself dozing off? Man, alright, the dozing off question is the one that they're really harping on. Feeling sleepy? Yes. Actually falling asleep is slower. Or is your reaction time a little slower than others? Yeah, you got my number there. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Alright, well, thank you. This is nicer. You can do things at your own tempo without being pressured. Yes! That's why this episode is nearly a half-hour long. Perfect. This is perfect. Okay, this is good. You can live in a relaxed and unhurried manner without worries. Yep. I think that's a happy lifestyle to be envied, even. Oh, okay, well, that's nice. I mean, my life, it's not all relaxed, but I try and be relaxed through it. You're also surprisingly popular. Well, I mean, that's not true, but I have people who like me, so that's nice. So we'll sure. The way you vacantly stare off in the distance, sometimes, yeah, should make that someone's special's pulse race. Oh, it happened, so I can say this is true. Ah. A relaxed person like you should be. Alright. We are saving whatever we get. No going back from this, because that is perfect. A relaxed person like you should be Squirtle! Yay! We got Squirtle! Awesome! One of my favorite Pokemon. I am very happy because the first Pokemon card that I had gotten was Wartortle, and I also just like turtles in general, and I like Squirtle. So I'm very happy that we got Squirtle. In terms of my favorite starter, I realized, like, before I had just declared it as Squirtle, but I hadn't quite realized, oh wait a minute, I love Piplup and Empoleon. Primplup is a little bit weird, but still, nevertheless, I'm okay. I think I prefer Wartortle as a middle evolution. If Piplup could evolve into Wartortle for some reason, and then evolve into Empoleon, I would be very happy, but I'm okay with the Piplup line, because I also love penguins. I love penguins far more than I love turtles, but I still really like turtles over a number of other animals. I often forget how much I enjoy turtles. So, getting a Squirtle is perfect. That's also one of the ones that I kind of hope to get. So this is perfect. This is the final step. Okay, we're gonna save again, because I'm very happy with how that turned out. Who would you like to have as a partner? Choose the Pokemon you want as your partner from this group. Okay. Let's see who we get. That Charmander's adorable. There's Bulbasaur. I like Bulbasaur. He's great. There's the Pika. There's the Piki. There's the Chicky. There's the Cyndaquil with tiny nubby arms. Very, very, very important. There's Torchic, my original. And Trico. I'm a Squirtle turtle. I love having Pikachu as my partner. We're going Pikachu. Yeah, I want to do that. What's your partner's nickname? Alright, let's see. Now, when I was younger, when playing Mystery Dungeon, I'd name everything with a Y. So, Pikachu was named Peaky. Magmar was named Maggie. And so on and so forth. Lileep was named Lily. Carvine was named Carvey. And then occasionally I'd come up with a different name. There was one that was like, Nidorino was like a tank. So I named him Tank. Then there's a couple others that I had a specific name for. I'm not going to be doing that. But I do kind of want to name them after foods. Let's see, what would be a good food name for Pikachu? This episode is just going to be episode 0, where we're just going to figure everything else out, because we're not actually getting into the gameplay. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to think about this in the next episode. We're going to end it, and the next episode will be episode 1, when we go forward. So I believe it's that time again, friends. I'm going to leave on a cliffhanger. If you like what I do, don't be shy to give a thumbs up. Have a pleasant day, everyone, and this is Handington, signing off. Bye!